Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm doing a review on the Vali Lancer boxing gloves. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on these Vali Lancer boxing gloves. I got mine in the ox blood red colorway in 16 ounces. You can also get this in white and black, and 12, 14, 16, or 18 ounces. They also have this in a lace-up closure as well as Velcro like you see here. This is a full genuine leather glove that is manufactured in Pakistan. And I would say that this is more of a, I guess you could say like a mid-tier to upper tier glove. A great bang for buck glove that has a couple small opportunities that I'd like to see improved to make it even greater than it is already. But at the price point, which we'll discuss here in a minute, it's going to be really hard to beat if they can perfect this glove. Now, looking at the glove, design-wise, it has more of a medium to compact size to it and profile. The ox blood red leather looks really nice, and it actually has kind of a marbleized look to it. When you're looking at the leather, there's some areas where the spot has kind of like a darker spot and a lighter spot. I like the marketing and kind of the branding of the glove where it shows Vali. It's not overly saturated with logos all over it. You also have the Vali logo on the back of the Velcro strap. It utilizes a multi-layer foam padding, which compresses really nicely, and it feels like the more it compresses down, the more it becomes denser, which we'll talk about here when it comes to the protection. The leather itself has kind of a semi-gloss feel with a more of a smooth texture rather than a grainy texture to the leather. Rotating to the palm side, you do have a leather attached thumb, red stitching, which offsets that ox blood red. You have ventilated holes on the palm as well as on the thumb, double stitching, a medium-sized grip bar. Opening the Velcro strap, you also have a branded piece right here on the Velcro strap that says Vali genuine leather, and that's actually branded almost like a cattle. That they have that hot brand they stick on the cattle. It's kind of the same thing they do there. Tricot liner on the inside that's nice and smooth. I'm a big fan of this type of material. Much smoother, doesn't bunch up like some of those nylon liners that you get. About an inch of padding on the back of the wrist, about a quarter inch on the inside of the wrist that goes up to right about here, as well as on this side you can see the indentation of that. And the Velcro strap is recessed, so you can see that the padding on the back is elevated, so when you put down the Velcro strap it runs flush with the glove instead of being raised up. So overall, a really cool looking glove. You also have that logo right here on the fingertip compartment. Quality wise, these gloves are really solid, really nice leather. The foam is probably my favorite part of the glove. The weight was a little underweight, but not enough to where it's a huge complaint. I think these gloves were right at like 15.7, 15.6 ounces, if I recall, when I put them on the scale. Leather looks nice, logo looks good. I would say the areas that I was most concerned with on both gloves, like just the areas of details of stitching, like right here on this corner edge, where the thumb meets the index finger, just the areas where it's kind of gets stressed out. And that's a little exacerbated by the fact that the stitches they use on here, or the stitching is red, so it kind of stands out more, which is not a bad thing, but it just shows a little bit more than thread that is a darker color. But that's all bonded nicely. The foam is bonded nicely. The consistency of the foam looks good. Obviously you have some crease and wrinkling right there from me using the gloves. That's naturally going to occur with any boxing glove you get. Liner's done nicely. The stitching is done well. The hinge point looks good. The glove is pretty well balanced. It's not extremely top heavy. You can see it has a little bit of a bend to it, but not by much. So they did a good job of distributing the weight throughout the glove from the bottom cuff all the way towards the knuckle area. And it looks really good outside of that. One thing I will mention, which will kind of go along with the comfort of the glove and quality wise, is consistency of the actual neoprene pad. So a lot of companies will put some type of like foam padding, neoprene, felt, whatever it may be in this finger compartment to cover the stitching where this meets the inner portion right here, so you're not just grabbing on this itchy kind of abrasive stitching. Well, they did that with this glove. The issue is that it's not the same depth throughout the finger, so Towards the pinky and middle area, it feels good, but once you get to this index area, you don't feel it anymore, and you're just grabbing on the stitching. So it would have been nice to have a consistent pad throughout. Wrist support feels good on the forearm as well as on the wrist. Piping on the thumb doesn't push in or give me any issues with discomfort. The length of the thumb is perfect. It's not too short, not too long. The padding on the back feels really good, and it's not too stiff and doesn't hurt or numb my thumb out. The depth of the finger compartment definitely could have been better. I feel like it's a little on the shallow side, and it takes a little bit too much effort to make a fist. Not by much, but compared to other gloves, if I'm using it as a comparison's sake, it could definitely be deeper, so you can put your hand in a better position when you make a punch and land something. So, or make a fist, should I say, excuse me, and land your punch. And just that little stitching right here would have been nice. Overall, the glove is semi-broken in, not overly stiff, not extremely softly broken in like some gloves I've used in the past, but the more I use these, this will definitely soften up. The liner they use inside, I love it, and they also have almost like a soft foamy liner on the inside behind that tricot. It gives it a much more softer, luxurious feel, which is definitely a nice upgrade that they add to that. Protection and performance is probably the best feature and highlight of the glove. So one thing is, this is a great training glove. You can use this for sparring, you can use this for bag work, you can use this for hitting the mitts, whatever it may be, you can use it in the gym. What I love about this glove is the harder you punch, you get better feedback, but the foam actually compresses and gives you a little bit more shock absorption as well. So you can use this and you really land some heavy heavy shots. You don't have to worry about injuring your hands. You get a good amount of feedback. I wish that the finger compartment was deeper, so it didn't take as much effort to make a perfect fist and land on those two front knuckles. But you definitely feel confident in throwing power punches with this. There's some gloves you get out there and you throw a lot of power into the shots and you feel like, oh man, I could really feel my knuckles go through and my knuckles are sore or whatnot. With these, I haven't had any issues with that in regards to throwing any kind of power shots. Comfortable, uppercuts, hooks, jabs, whatever it may be, straights. It all feels really good with this glove. Which brings me to the next thing, is going to be the cost of the glove. These gloves actually have two different prices, which I wasn't a fan of. The Velcro gloves are $75. The lace-ups are $85. They're $10 more, which I don't know why. I would think that if anything was more expensive, it would be the Velcro, because you're technically using more material. You're using this extra Velcro strap, where lace-ups, you won't have this, and you just poke holes in it and you add a couple of laces. So the fact that the lace-ups are more expensive kind of was a little odd. But regardless of the price difference, at $75, this is a really good glove. If they can make the finger compartment deeper and not as shallow, fix that little comfort issue with the finger compartment, $75, this glove is going to be really hard to beat. Add more colorways maybe, and I think they would definitely have a winner. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Vali Lancer boxing gloves. See you guys later. Peace.